What's it going to take for the Lions to beat the Packers this Sunday here in Detroit? Let's talk Lions. Thank you for liking, for commenting, and subscribing to Let's Talk Lions. Yes, I did change up the studio. It was about time. Just a quick reminder for you all, Monday, December 14th at 4 p.m., I will be going live on the Gridiron Blitz's YouTube channel. We're going to talk about the post-game from the Packers-Lions game and all that we will basically know at that point, whether it's, are we still in the hunt? Is the season over? You can check it out again Monday, December 14th at 4 p.m. All right, so let's break this game down, shall we? Last week against the Bears, our defense was abysmal for the first half. Halftime rolls around, head into the locker room. Defensive coordinator Corey Unlin changed a ton, and he really began to bring pressure towards the quarterback in the third quarter. You look at the shift of how the entire game went. The first quarter, we were not pressuring Trubisky. They go in at halftime and they make some huge changes, and some of those changes that we saw was we began to blitz. We had a 5-man rush coming in, and with that, we made Trubisky throw the ball under pressure, under duress, and when he did so, he struggled. Look at what our defense was able to do. They came alive, they shut Trubisky down, and that's most of the reason that we won that game, was because our defense decided to play. In the first half, our defense gave up 21, 23 points. It was plus 20 points in the first half, and then you look at that second half, and they gave up less than half of that. We needed the defense to come alive, and they did. So we have to ask ourselves the obvious question here. Can our defense perform at that level again this week against the Packers? Listen, the Packers this year, as much as I can't stand them, we got to admit what we see, and the fact of the matter is the Packers are incredible, and Rodgers is having one of the best years of his career. Rodgers is insane this year. It literally looks like he sold his soul to a magic man. It's insane. So, what do we have to do? What does our defense have to do in order to win this game? Defense has got to show up. We need that fourth quarter defense all game. 60 minutes straight this week against Green Bay. Without a defense that can stop the run, we can't win. Running back Aaron Jones, first of all, destroyed us the first time we played Green Bay during week 2, and he has had some wonderful games recently, including last week against Philadelphia. Him and Davante Adams were just off the hook. I watched that game. Listen, guys, Lions fans, it's going to be a tough game. Between Davante Adams, Jones, and Lazard, this is going to be a tough game. Our defense needs to show up. It's actually very interesting. The Packers have put up 30-plus points in 9 out of the 12 games thus far. 9 out of 12. Here's the crazy part. Of those 9 30-plus point games, only one of them did they lose, and it was in overtime to the Colts. So basically, if the Packers put up 30 or more points, they're guaranteed a W. Guaranteed a W. 2 out of the other 3 games that they scored less than 30 points, they lost. They only won one, and I think it was against Jacksonville. It was like 24-20 or something like that. So basically, if the Packers are able to put 30 or more on the board, according to what has been happening all season for them, that's a W. So our defense really needs to stand up and shut them down before they hit that 30-point minimum. And if you want to take it one step further, another crazy factor is that Detroit's defense overall has let up 29.8 points per game. The Packers need 30 to win. We are letting up 29.8. So can the Lions defense show up and keep that 0.2 below 30? We will have to see. And again, that is not taking into account our offense or their defense. I'm just saying strictly from a Packers offensive, Lions defensive standpoint, that is a 0.2 difference, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Math. So here you've got Aaron Rodgers, who is 16-5 against the Lions. He's 9-2 against Matt Stafford. The guy is like a high elf wizard. He's out there just casting cantrips left and right, and he's like, I'm not using spell slots. D&D reference for you. Or if you want, we could say he's casting lots. Moby Dick style. Your choice. However, if I may, I do believe he is due for a loss against the Lions. If you look at his record sheet, he won 5 in a row and then he would lose. He won 4 in a row against the Lions, then he lost. He wins 3 in a row against the Lions, he loses. Wins 3 in a row against the Lions, he loses. He wins 3 in a row against the Lions, and here we are. So this could technically, according to, if you look at the rhythm of his performance, this would be the L. So all we got to do is just pray that that rhythm is real. So now let's look at the flip side of it. Green Bay's passing defense is ranked 11th overall in the NFL with the yards per game that they allow, roughly at about 224 yards a game. However, it is worth noting that the Packers' pass defense is allowing about 256 yards per game when they are away. And just so happens that we are playing in Detroit this week. So that's about a 63-yard difference when you look at it home versus away. And so that is a beneficial factor in our favor here in Detroit. Especially because you look at Matt Stafford coming off a game where he threw for 402 yards. He had 3 TDs. He had only 1 interception. It was that weird one where he tried to gun it to the side. Matt Stafford is coming off of one of his best games. He was awesome last week. And so looking at those two factors, that could play a key role, a pivotal role in our offense. Some news that did come out is that Swift is practicing Wednesday. He is getting back out there after, it's been 3 games since we've seen him play last. I think it was against Washington. It's been a while. He is rusty. Darrell Bevell made it very clear, hey, you know what? There's a difference between making sure that your guy is healthy versus not wanting him to play because he's rusty. He said there could be some soft tissue damage that we need to be aware of. We don't want to just throw him out there. So they are pushing him slowly to get back in the rhythm. Will we see him Sunday against the Packers? All a man can do is hope, My assumption is we will not see Swift this Sunday. I think that they really do want to make sure he's healthy and extend that time. However, I would love to see him. I hope to see him out there. I hope he is healthy enough to play. Galladay, on the other hand, don't think he'll be playing. He's not practicing Wednesday. Flowers is out. That's another huge blow to us. I've been really missing him for the last 5 games. Jeff Okudah will also not be playing this week, from what I understand at this point. Anything could change. Anything could happen. Shaman could roll up and just catch some oogada boogada over him, and boom, next thing you know, he's out there. But as of right now, Jeff Okudah will not be playing, which I'm not really that mad at because he's technically the worst cornerback in the league. And the last time we saw him up against Aaron Rodgers, he looked like a little schoolboy being juked out over and over again by a professional athlete. So even if he could play, I don't know if I would want him out there after last time's performance. All in all, this game is going to be very interesting, and I think it's mostly going to come down to our defense, which it has all year. Our defense has been our number one blight. It has been the plague. Looking at last week, Darrell Bevell got his first win as the head coach. It was super cool to see that. The boys were playing for him. You could tell that they wanted to get him that W. Our defense needs to show up. They need to show up. They need to show off. They got to go nuts. I want to see some more pressure on Rodgers because the more time Rodgers has, the better he does. And then again, the guy's able to just roll out left, right, hit guys deep. It's unbelievable. He is really too good. Can we keep Green Bay under 30? I think that's the key. If we can keep Green Bay under 30, I think we walk away with the W, keeping us in that hunt. A win against Green Bay would be mind-blowing. It would be huge. We need it for the wild card chase and just to have another divisional win. Let me know your thoughts. Will the Lions be able to pull out the W this week? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I look forward to reading them. And I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.